deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers, don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be a final day.
Welcome back to my channel. How has your week been? Hope you've been having a fantastic one. Summer has arrived in Yorkshire and I have to say I'm absolutely loving it. I think a bit of sun just makes everybody feel a little bit better. Today, Molly has been back in the school and we have come across a bit of a problem. Now, it's a problem I've had for a while when I was schooling Molly, even before she had her incident, and it's just continued and I need to try and crack it. And this is all the problem with bending and the ability to canter on the right leg, particularly on the right rein. So Molly's and ex racehorses, they tend to favour the left rein because that is how they race around the tracks. So they naturally can bend to the left because that's how they've been trained when they were in their younger days. Bending to the right, or bending for an ex racehorse, is incredibly difficult. They're meant to go fast. You know, they're bred quite downhill. They're bred to go in a bit of a straight line. And when we want to try and retrain them to do like eventing or something else, then we need them to get them to bend and to be supple. And I've struggled with this with Molly in particular. She's not really had consistent training yet, so let's be fair on the ground. And also, heads up, I started riding properly. I don't know why I did air quotes then. It was properly. When I was 42, when I was younger, riding consisted of a little pony that I used to just razz around the fields and maybe jump my mum's patio chairs once in a while, which, you know, lived the high life. Contact, didn't know what that were. That's probably something like Steven Spielberg did with Aliens. So it's all a bit new for me too, and I know I've got many problems, I know it. And I'm trying my hardest to rectify them and to be better. I have got a show jumping coach now in Victoria, which I'll go to, and I need to try and find a flat work instructor. I am working on it, guys, I'm working on it. It's just very difficult in the location that I am. There's not many good people around here. So anyway, I'm rambling, but today's video is all about an exercise that I've been sent to try and help with this suppleness and trying to get the right leg in canter. And we'll go through my issues, we'll go through what happens, and we'll have a go at we'll set up the poles in the school and we'll have a go and we'll revert back and see if it makes a difference, or if not, it's just maybe some inspiration for some poles for you. So come along for the journey. First off, I'll tell you what I'll do first. So I had my very first schooling session with Molly, and this is where the problems became quite apparent. She's had a bit of a setback. I know she's had time off, but in her schooling it's kind of set back as well. So I'll pop a bit of video in from her first schooling session and I'll do a voiceover and you can see the problem that I've got and what I'm trying to rectify while I go to the school and set some poles up. Like a barge. Always bend. Poles in the school. I'll pop a picture up of what it's supposed to look like right now for you. And this is how we've recreated it in our lovely arena. So the idea, this is like when I need my hobby horse. I need like the Lemure hobby horse. So the idea is that you can do lots of different things with it. So we can start going this way, and this is all about straightness. So this is keeping to the point, keeping it straight. And then the bit we need is we need to look at bend. So we can go this way on a nice bend, and then bend round and do this on a bend. And you can also do apparently a serpentine, apparently. So it says on the thing, I'm not really sure how you would do it. So yeah, we can also, you can bend like this, keep it on a circle and round, and then this might be a little bit advanced for Molly when she's struggling with bend anyway, that we bend this way and then we flip the bend and we bend this way and we can go over it like that. And also for straightness, you've got your tram line, so you can start doing that. So let's give it a go. The things I need to work on in my riding is I always throw a contact away when I'm trying to canter, which is not great. And I also have a very heavy outside rein. So when we're talking about going round into canter, I don't want to let go of this side. So although it's weird and I'm working on it, like I've said, I didn't have the benefit of pony club. I wish I did. Right, let's go get a pony. So yeah, I know what I need to work on my riding. It's just difficult at times to try, and I feel like there's a million and one things going on in my head. And if you're a person that started riding properly like late in life, I'm sure you'll understand that it's hard. Like, it doesn't come naturally to you. You have to constantly think to yourself, what am I trying to achieve? I have a very problem with being quite grey, as we know, so I'm not very black and white. So actually youngsters, not a great idea, because they need to be taught the correct way. But we're working with it, and she's a very nice mare. She's very forgiving. She's spooky though, so I'll just pop in now a little action replay of her first time in the school when she reminded me she was 5. Oh, you okay? Yeah. So after that little video of me hitting the deck, here is the attempt at the pole session. So I have warmed her up beforehand, and now I'm just having a look at it. I think in hindsight, I do say at the end that these triangles for Molly were far too close together. So I'm just trying to keep her in a nice active walk, and I start with a very simple bend. So I'm using the poles on the outside. She's a little bit tense to start with. She doesn't know what I'm asking her. So I'm going through the lines and then having a bend, and then just a simple bend there to the right, and going through the tram lines again. She's still a little bit tense, thinking, do you want me to walk? Do you want me to trot, Mum? So I'm trying to keep her in that nice active walk as she's going, and then just continue round to just give her a little bit of a stretch to each side. Now going to take the straight line and see if I can get her to walk through the two triangles, and she does an alright job. Again, she's still a little bit ahead of herself, thinking, do I need to trot? What you're asking me to do? So I'm trying to keep her in a nice steady walk, because at the end of the day, this is not about rushing through it. It's just about having a bit of fun with her, really, and seeing if these pole exercises will get her to pick her feet up a little bit. They're great for engagement, they're great for working their muscles as well. So I just continue this little section for a while. Moving up now into a little trot. So I'm not concerned about the contact or anything here. I'm just trying to get her to move forward. She doesn't understand the end bit a little bit there, but she gives it her best shot. So yeah, we're not worried about where her head is. For Molly at the minute, I just need her to kind of move forward off my leg and have a go at the poles. So this is what she thought of it when we moved up a gear. After that little bit of flexing work, I decide to move on to the canter to see if we can get this canter transition, so to get her to understand which leg I need her to strike off from. And the first one she does fantastically. So one of the things that Victoria has said to me is move her forward, because I have a tendency to get into my canter and then try and hold her, where she's like, she wants to know that she can move forward. So really kind of like get off her back if you can and just try to push her forward in the canter. So that's her little bit of reward as such, that she's not being held in that tight frame or trying to, because she hasn't got the strength yet. So she just needs to get the right leg and then forward into a canter. Here we are on the other end, giving it a go, and I'm sure every time she got the right lead, which was so good for me, so good for like moving on in a training, and just gave me a little bit of a boost that we can do it. It just takes patience, training, repetition, and some concentration on my behalf. Yes, peeps, the riding is not perfect, but at this stage I think we're doing pretty well. walk her off. Walk her off. Very good. She was better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Work in progress for the moose.
Yeah, moose.
Good girl. And it's incredibly warm and she's not very fit yet, so 20 minutes. All done.
And all the things I didn't say, there's wrecking balls inside my brain. Standing tall with all my faith, empty voices in my head, and they will always be around until I found the one again.
So that is us back. I've worked really hard. I've really tried to concentrate on my position. So review of the pole exercise, really good. Rookie mistake I made, the triangles were too close together. They need to be further apart for a horse that is not supple. So that's probably great if you've got a very supple horse and you're wanting him. Molly's not supple yet, so that's why I adapted it to kind of suit what I wanted to achieve. But by the end, I've gone from a pony that, you know, can't really get the right canter lead on both reins really, but particularly the right, and I know it's down to my riding. So it's about my position and turning my shoulders, and I'm working on it, guys. I know, please be kind. I am trying to get better, and she's such a forgiving mare to kind of put up with me as well, which makes her so special. But she did so well, and I'm so proud of her. She's got such a good attitude, and she's getting more off the leg now, which before she was very behind the leg. Thanks, Molly, for putting up with my rubbish. And it's a long process, isn't it? I think I'm here to kind of show you that if you're at that stage where you think I'm never going to get any better, you will. And it's little wins. So my little win today, when I finished, got the right canter lead all the times, but that's me concentration. So we just work on it. She needs to build up her strength more. So on the I'll do like a week in life, and I'll show you what kind of exercises and that I do with her. That's the sound of poop, which is amazing. I love that sound. We'll just show you what exercises I kind of do with her, because now she's back to it. I've got her first taster of cross country, which is really jumping and like maybe walking, trotting over a few logs and walking through the water, because she was a particular bad at Speetley, if you remember, with the water. So that's the next thing that'll probably be coming out. And then I've got some more lessons booked because we're both desperate for them, me more desperate than her. So thanks very much for tuning in. I hope that little vlog was all right and keeps you up to date. Maybe gives you a little bit of ideas on a pole exercise you could try. If you do try it, tag me on Instagram at Everyday Eventers. I'd love to see if you figured what works better and what doesn't, and we can have a little joining of experience. It's always better to help each other along than to shoot each other down, isn't it, Moose? Right, me and Molly say goodbye, and hopefully next time we'll see you on the cross country course.
We're dreamers, don't care what other people say. We're living like this.